Let's start strawberry picking! That was such a scary situation.
That's what we're looking for, shiny gold.
Good morning, everybody. Today is May 19th. Today we're going on a very exciting day trip to we're gonna go strawberry picking. Then after that, to Julian, which is a small town kind of like close-ish to San Diego, and they're apparently very famous for their apple pies and apple related stuff, so we're gonna check it out. So yeah, strawberries are actually my favorite fruit. I know a couple weeks ago we went blueberry picking, so now we're gonna go strawberry picking. I've went strawberry picking before. It's not completely new for me, but you know, the experience is always really nice to pick fresh produce and eat them. It's different than Steven's garden. Oh, and also, yes, I'm going with my mom today.
Yeah, I'm just here to drop her off.
Okay, let's go.
Hey y'all, so we just made it into Kenny's U-Pick strawberry farm. It's really exciting. Wow, this is a very nice field. We got little benches, and this is like where you check in and get your bucket. So basically, there are two sizes. There's a small one and a big one. The big one is $22. The small one is $10. So we got a big one. Let's start strawberry picking. So one tip the tour guide told us to do is to walk deeper in, because I think that's where less people are going to be picking the strawberries. So then hopefully there's going to be more round, red, juicy ones there. So you can see it's a beautiful Sunday morning. This is such a family-friendly event. Wow, look at that juicy red one right there.
Yeah.
Very red and juicy.
The farm has been growing strawberries for over 10 years. The family chose this location for its climate and its location away from the city.
It's like you're on a treasure hunt to find the biggest, fattest, reddest, juiciest strawberries. Kind of hard to pick, actually. The tour guide recommended that you keep the head on while you pick, so then they can preserve it for a longer time.
Visiting Kenny's strawberry farm provides an opportunity to pick your own strawberries, support a locally owned farm, and learn more about where our food comes from.
How many pounds?
4 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, 4 to 5 pounds. Yeah, I guess this is like the main field right here. But if you actually look, I was like, oh, I saw people in the back over there. So there must be more in the back. So yeah, that's probably where there's gonna be better strawberries, because there's like less people over there. Like there's only 2 people there versus this field has like so many more people. Literally, the road that I went on, there's like no good strawberries. They're like all dried up and small. Compared to the other side of the maze, it's like there's no strawberries on this side. What the heck? We just finished filling our big bucket, and then we're gonna walk back out to check out now. So apparently this is in Rainbow, California. Never even heard of this city until today. But I think that's one thing I really like about joining these touring companies. It's like they always are able to find very unique places that you may or may not have heard of, unless you're really like savvy in terms of finding things to do and whatnot.
He's just eating the strawberries.
Which you can do that, but you know me with the whole blueberry picking too. When I see the dirt, it just grosses me out, so I have to wash them first before I can eat them. Okay, I just want to caution everyone. So we saw this really nice red strawberry, but be careful. Always check the strawberry, the whole side before picking it. I was about to pick it, and then, so something already ate part of it, so I'm not going to pick it. So we're going back to the front to check out and pay. So they gave us like paper buckets, but we're afraid it might fall in the bus. So we recommend you probably bring your own bag. So they have like 2 food shops. This one right here is like some chicken. Then over here they have Henny's Farm Kitchen. Next stop, Julian. So it's gonna be like another hour and 30-minute drive before we get there. They're well known for their apple pies, and then they're also known for like their gold mining.
Goddamn Chinese.
Wow. So that was such a scary situation. You know, there was the white guy and he basically, like hit the driver in the back of his head because the bus was blocking one of the small streets where, his car was trying to turn out. I understand that a lot of non-Asian people hate Chinese people because of that. Yes, I agree that sometimes I think they're very ignorant and they don't like look at the situation. I guess, maybe the bus driver was like, oh yeah, we'll move it. But he, was already waiting for a long time. Anyways, that was a scary situation. Right now, we're going to go gold mining. We'll see whether or not we'll pay to do the experience. I believe like in the 1860s, they found gold here. And because of that, it attracted a lot of people into the small town right here.
Julian began as a California mining camp when A.E. Coleman discovered placer gold at Coleman Creek in 1869.
An ounce of gold is the same size as a sugar cube. And we're gonna make sure the gold's at the bottom. You give it one more good shake in the water. A couple more rinses, it'll just kind of jump out. There it is. That's what we're looking for, shiny gold. Pretty cool, huh? We're gonna see a lot of gold in the tunnel walls on our way through, and this is what you're looking for. The miner's only light for a 12-hour shift underground, even his lunch break.
Apparently they said all the workers start their day by touching that rock there, and that means it's gonna bring them luck. So I just touched it, so that means I'm lucky.
They're still going. You never hear them hit the bottom. That vertical shaft is a little taller than a 40-story building. You ready? And this is it. This is all the light they had the whole 12 hours underground.
Okay, we just finished the gold mining experience, and now we're just back on the main street of the town to walk around a little bit. Hopefully we can get some apple pies to take hold. Apparently they said Mom's is really popular for their bakery and pies, so maybe we'll check it out. There's 2 types of crust. There's the flaky and the crumb. We got both of them crumbs because she said that was the most popular. It's like around $40-something.
Julian offers plenty of old-fashioned entertainment for couples, families, and groups of all ages.
It's not ridiculously cheap, but definitely a lot cheaper than like the Orange County area. Goodbye, Julian. See you next time. So we're basically back on the bus. We got here at around 1:30, and we have to be back in the bus by 3:30. So there's only 2 hours that we could spend on this town right here. Let's say 45 minutes to an hour of it was spent at the goat line, and then we only had like maybe an hour left to walk around the town. Yeah, I kind of wish we had more time to stay in the town, but this is one of the downsides of joining a touring company, right? Because they control the schedule and the times and everything. So yeah, my experiences for this trip. I enjoyed the strawberry picking. I thought there was a lot more strawberries compared to the one I went to tonight. The farm was like 3 years ago. I will tell you whether or not the strawberries are actually sweet. I'm hopeful that they will be. So regards to Julian and when I think about the town. So, there was the incident that happened when we got dropped off at the bus. That kind of shook me a little bit because I think it's a very personal and sensitive topic to talk about because I'm ethnically Chinese, but my nationality is American. I was born here. I was raised in America. And I definitely can see why Americans don't like Chinese people, and they have animosity towards our group because of Chinese culture. It's very self-centered, very narcissistic. Everything's about me. And they're also very obnoxious. It's something I knew too. And it's just, kind of sad because I just wish that the Chinese people from mainland would assimilate more into America, their culture. And that's just really frustrating because it's you come to America for a better opportunity, but yeah, you're just, keeping with your cultures. Don't get me wrong, my parents are sometimes like that too. And growing up, it was very embarrassing because my dad doesn't necessarily have the best manners, and it's just really embarrassing. I would say I lived in my little bubble growing up because I grew up in an all-Asian town, and so I was never really exposed to this as much until I went into college, right? There is such a diverse group of people. Sorry, I kind of sidetracked it. Yeah, so the incident in the beginning kind of shook me, but other than that, I felt the goat hunting experience was very informative. I like that it was very interactive with the goat panning. I definitely underestimated how hard it is actually to find goat. It was really cool going into the old mines and seeing what a life of a worker was like back then. Yeah, this town really kept a lot of its history and culture, and they're very proud of that. Good for them. In terms of the town itself, I wish I had a little bit more time to spend and walk here, but it's very culturally dainty. It's up in the mountains here, and today is very nice weather. It's sunny, but there's still some wind. So I'm really excited to try the apple pies because they're very famous for their apple pies. And the history behind that is that apparently the weather here is really good to grow apples, and that's how they became known for apple product. Oh, you smell the sweetness.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to cut this bad boy open.
So I got the crumbled crust.
I'm not a professional cake cutter or pie cutter.
Not bad. Huh?
Yeah, it's good.
Strawberry boop.
Boat.
Oh, juicy.
Juicy.